Sabadi Tukun, welcome to my channel, Falang Banak, aka Mr. Padek on Instagram. And for those who don't know, my name is Ali. I'm here today to answer a few questions that I received on Instagram. So I decided to make this short video. One of the questions was, where am I originally from? I'm originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota, but I moved to Los Angeles, to the LA area roughly 20 years ago. Another question was, how did I end up in Laos? Growing up, most of my friends were Southeast Asian refugees, mainly from Laos and Vietnam. So on the weekends, they would have these large family gatherings where family and friends would come together, share stories of the country with me. And so I had this pre-notion of what Laos was like based on the stories of my friends' parents, friends, and their loved ones. So 11 years ago, I decided to come here to check it out for myself. And fast forward to today, here I am living here today. I'm here right now due to the pandemic, obviously. I left California December of 2019. I spent the first month in Bangkok, and then I took a train from Bangkok to Nong Khai, came across the Friendship Bridge, and then I stayed 1 month in a hotel along the Mekong River called Best Western, which is the newer Best Western. There's two of them actually. I stayed there, and then I got moved into a full-service 2-bedroom apartment near the international schools in Ban Ponsavantai. I moved there, stayed there, and that's basically where I'm at in Vientiane right now. I have a business here. I'm in the agarwood business, and for those that don't know, agarwood is a species of trees that's, once it gets infected, it produces a resin to counter the infection, and then that resin is basically processed into wood chips that are burned into incense as a form of incense, or the oil is extracted to make perfume. And most of the world's leading perfume manufacturers, such as Louis Vuitton, Tom Ford, etc., they all have a line that has some type of oud oil in there. And oud oil can roughly range from it can range from, say, $12,000 to roughly $15,000 a liter for oil. And the wood chips can range retail from $1,000 to as high as $55,000, which I've seen, and sometimes even higher, depending on the resin content in the chips. The darker the chips are, normally the more resin it has, thus the more oil content the chips would have. And most of my clients are from the Persian Gulf area, countries like Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE. I sell to Oman and Bahrain. Another question was, am I a travel blogger, a food blogger? You know, what do I like to do? Well, I like to do both. I love traveling. I've been to, in Southeast Asia, I've been to Thailand, obviously Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, and my favorite spot, all-time spot in Southeast Asia is Laos. There's hands down no other place like Laos. Even though it's a landlocked country, it's still my favorite country. Another question was, what I do every day. Well, now that we have now that we're on lockdown mode, I stay home most of the day. I don't go out much. I go out, to the market, from little errands, haircut, things of that nature. Most of the other businesses like bars and massage parlors, internet cafes, cinemas, things of that nature are closed. We do have a nightly curfew from, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m., which they don't allow vehicle traffic to be on the roads. So yeah, I normally stay up all night, sleep most of the day due to my schedule with clients that I have to interact with in other parts of the world. So a lot of times I sleep when the sun comes up. Another question I received from some of my followers, am I vaccinated? Yes, I'm fully vaccinated. Here's my vaccination card. I received the Pfizer vaccination a few months ago at a district hospital or clinic, I should say. And on the card, it's written in Lao and English, and it basically states my name, the vaccine ID number, my date of birth, age, which village or province or district I live in, the name of the vaccine, which is Pfizer, the manufacturer, product number, that the date, the vaccine site, and the signature of the person who gave me the vaccine. And on the back of the card, it basically has a stamp which shows where I received the vaccine from, or where I was vaccinated from, I should say. Another question I received a lot is, what type of visa am I on? Well, I'm on a work visa, which is valid for 1 year. I understand there may be other work visas that are less, maybe 6 months, I think. I'm not quite sure. There are multiple entry visas, but due to the pandemic, you can't really go anywhere. And if, well, actually for mine expired. So I was able to renew my work visa here a few months ago after I got after I received the new passport. I had to go to the U.S. Embassy to apply for to renew my passport since it expired. And that took roughly 3 weeks, I believe it was. And then after 3 weeks, I just was able to renew my work visa. And then when you renew your work visa, you're given two basically books, little small books. And one is a stay permit card, which is this one, which allows you to stay here. And the blue one here is a work permit. And so I'm here on a work permit. And I just, like I said, I renew it every year for the past, I think it's 5 or 6 years I've been here now working. And another question I received often is, where in Laos have I been? Well, I've been to the north. I've been to Udom Sai, Luang Damta, Luang Prabang. I've been to obviously Vientiane province. I've been to Bodikam Sai, Khammun province, Savaraket province, Salavan province, and Champasak province, obviously, which is Paksay. And hands down, my favorite area, I don't know. I don't have one, unfortunately. No, I mean, they're different. They're very different. The north of Laos is very mountainous, very green. The scenery is very green. And I love all the different ethnic tribes that you come across in the north. And I love the hot, numbing peppercorns that are found in a lot of the food dishes up there. And other areas of Laos has great food, like in Svanaket, Seno has great chicken. I hear a lot about Paksay and the food in Paksay, but to be honest with you, I didn't spend that much time there, and I didn't really eat much to say what's my favorite. I know many people say Padek from Paksay is very delicious, and I'd have to agree with you on that. And let's see what else. Some of the other questions I received often is, what do I do during the day? Well, since we're on a kind of a lockdown mode right now, I basically stay home. I don't do much other than work with clients, trying to move agarwood product from Vietnam, which I also sell as Vietnamese agarwood. And then Laos, I don't really do much right now due to shipping constraints or whatnot. And for those who don't know, agarwood is a species of tree that's infected. And in order for the tree to combat the infection, it produces a resin. That resin is then processed into two forms. One could be the dried form, which is an agarwood chip, which is then burned as a form of incense, or it could be extracted and the oils can come out, and then they would use the oils for perfumes. And most of the world's major perfume manufacturers like Louis Vuitton, Cartier, Tom Ford, they all have a line that would have oud oil or agar-oud oil in it. A few questions that I received on Instagram. I'll be making some more future videos with answering other questions that I received. And I know that I am sorry if I didn't answer all your questions. I just wanted to make a short video and let you know that I plan on making more videos. I have a GoPro that when I'm able, or when I get the chance to go out to make some videos, I will definitely be uploading food videos and some travel videos. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share my channel. Thank you.